You heard this new diss track from Drake?
Yeah.
It's new though. You heard it though?
Yeah, I heard.
Because apparently he's beefing with like Kendrick. Kendrick took shots at him and shit. You know about that?
Yeah.
You know why? A lot of people don't know why. It's because J. Cole and Drake had a party at J. Cole's house and didn't invite Kendrick. Okay. Kendrick heard about it, dropped a diss track, and now Drake dropped this joint called Push Ups.
George, I don't think that's what happened.
No? I know that he was like, Kendrick was like, fuck the big three. Yeah. And at first I was thinking maybe it's Drake and J. Cole, but I couldn't think of who the third one was. So maybe he's just calling Drake the big three because of the leaked video that Drake came out and he was like slinging, you know, like he's like calling like a tripod Drake big three. Is that what it is?
George, turn that off. I'm gonna explain it to you.
All right, I need you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mancave Podcast. It's Larry and George. We're here representing as usual. And you know, I got the Mancave shirt right here popping. So if y'all want to grab the merch, just hit us up in the chat. Let us know. George will take care of that. This is our product manager.
Yep. That's the one and only. Clearly, I'm doing a phenomenal job.
How much of this whole rap beef?
Man, I don't know nothing.
Nothing at all?
At all. I know that it's been a while since I feel like we've had some like of the big names beefing.
Yeah.
I don't remember early 2000s maybe was that shit really popping off like that? I feel like now it's like a lot of like nobody's always beefing with somebody.
If you're a 50 Cent fan, he's always assaulting.
Oh, he beefing
somebody.
With somebody all the time. That's just 50 don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's assaulting somebody always. Yeah, man. So there's a lot to unpack here. So first of all, I think all of this kind of, unfortunately, stems back to drama with women, as it often does between men. Because what else could we possibly be arguing about, right?
Money.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. If it's
but
money,
why do we want money for the hoes?
Exactly. So it all circles back. Women are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for saying that. But yeah. So apparently, Drake and Future are constantly like competing or battling for the attention of women in their circles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I thought Drake would have had it in the bag every time. I didn't know Future was even a contender.
Because
be like up against Drake for the.
Look at Future's body of work, bro. He had a kid with Sierra, and Sierra is high up there on the baddies list. Like, so women find Future attractive. It's that bad guy. Oh, he might choke me and take my 401k. Like
they love that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Really gets them going.
For real, something about it. But so there's apparently two women that people are speculating this whole beef is about. So there's one lady her name is Diana. They refer to as Princess Diana, I think. I'm not going to drop her IG because all this is alleged, and I don't want nobody coming to sue George because that's the last thing we need. And the other one is Tokyo. So when Drake's talking about like, I'm out of Tokyo because I'm big in Japan, he's basically like alluding to the fact that he might have had sex with this young lady. And there's a lot of like subliminal hits like that throughout a couple of different songs by Drake. So if you go back and listen to some of his music, you'll pick up on different tidbits and start piecing all of this kind of stuff together. Hopefully this episode will shed some more light on different things that you may or may not have missed and give you a reason to kind of go back and check out their music. Also, how likely do you think that it's actually about girls, like the beef between Drake and Future specifically?
Probably pretty high.
Yeah.
Probably pretty high. Because you have everything, right?
Yeah.
What else is there to do but chase a couple, you know?
Yeah.
And then if y'all end up going for the same chick,
You're gonna start beefing somewhere.
It becomes like an ego thing, right?
Yeah, because they want to give them the beef.
Exactly.
They're trying to give their beef, but they can't do it, so now they beefing.
Nah, I meant like if you're Drake,
And he thinks like,
dare-
yo, I can fucking get anybody that I
and
want.
how dare you, a lowly Future,
Mhm.
try to like bag something that I'm talking to?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
who the fuck are you, girl, to tell me you don't want me, but you fucked with Future? Like, you ever had that one homie who I know you never had to go through this,
Okay,
but
here we go.
like there are dudes who they'll hate on you because a girl is giving you attention because they liked her, or even like if they didn't like her, it's like like he don't even dress up, he corny, he blah blah blah, because they feel like they're above you, they're better than you, so they can't possibly fathom the fact that you're getting attention and they're not.
Okay, so that's their beef. I mean, have they always been taking shots at each other, or like maybe in the cut and the low?
So it kind of goes back, like I guess like over 10 years ago.
God damn.
Yeah. Drake was one of the reasons why Future got a lot of the fame that he has now. Drake got on a few songs with Future, and then they kind of blew the fuck up. And people are claiming that Drake and Future were in the studio together, and Drake was inspired by something Future said, which is how he came up with "Started from the Bottom, Now We're Here." And Drake never gave him credit for that, but like sent him like a bottle, like, "Oh, thank you, bro. Like, you helped me make a hit," or something small. And so Future, like, people are saying like Future held on to that, but they squashed it and then came back. And then most recently, Drake had a collab with 21 Savage, which was Her Loss, that album. And Future supposedly,
can you do something for me?
Yeah,
I know that one.
Yeah. And so Future was mad that Drake did that, as opposed to doing a second album with him, because they had one already, and that shit blew up.
But damn, I'm not allowed to collab with nobody else, bro. I gotta work with you and only you. That's my future. You get it? Maybe I should be a rapper.
I don't know, man. Like, if you ask me, I think it's a case of like people are just in their feelings.
Yeah.
And then because they're artists or celebrities or whatever, all of their shit gets magnified. And so we just start paying it more attention than, we would if they were anybody else off the street.
Of course.
But when it turns into like people putting out like ether style records, like Kendrick getting on the Like That song with Metro and Future, that's a different story, because now like all the hip hop heads are talking about, who's the better rapper. That for me,
and
is
Kendrick,
a little bit more
where the
substance.
fuck because that man just be disappearing for real. Like he'll drop some shit and then see you when I see you. And then I hadn't heard from him in a minute, and then he just drops a diss track.
Bro is like the Freddy Krueger of rap. Like, he just pop up and then be out.
And then start some shit
just
and then
kill
leave.
shit and he out. But yeah, I mean, even that, like Drake had took shots at Kendrick a while ago. And then again on First Person Shooter, they gave Kendrick a bunch of ammo from that song. So he, I guess, has been sitting on it for a while, pause.
No did he?
No did he? Trying to decide, I guess, what type of angle to take.
Okay.
I think the disservice that Kendrick did himself was getting on the song with Future. If, in fact, Future and Drake are beefing over a girl. That, to me, makes Kendrick look corny, because it's like, bro.
You gonna bandwagon the beef
over a broad, bro?
Yeah. Like if you was gonna take a shot at Drake over Drake taking shots at you for this, amount of time, and you're like, all right, let me just wait for the right time.
Right.
That was your right time? You could have just dropped your own shit. I mean, you're Kendrick. Just detach yourself from that little, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna try to really white it up and be like tobacco.
Tabasco.
Yeah, but you could have just did your own shit. But
yeah.
I don't know why he had to attach himself. But now he aligns himself with Future. Like, now it's a Future Kendrick Metro versus Drake.
I don't even know if I would, if I'm Kendrick, I don't see it like that. But public perception is.
That's how I think it was viewed.
I know, but I'm saying like if I'm Kendrick, like I'm above a fucking Future in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hailed as one of the greatest artists of all time.
Yeah.
You're not official rapper. You're just a battle rapper. Whatever the fuck Future said.
Okay, so if that's the case, and that's how he would view himself, and he should, because
Yeah.
I do think he's better than Future as well.
Mhm.
Again, why do it with Future? Just do it on your own.
That's true. Yeah. I think he should have. I think also it.
You think
is,
Future
like,
came to him and was like, "Yo, you trying to jump on this shit? We trying."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that Kendrick went to Future and was like, "Hey, I want to take shots at Drake. You want to do it with me?"
Nah.
Future definitely went to Kendrick and was like, probably Kendrick was like, "I'm not fucking doing that." And he was like, "But he talks shit about you here. He been talking shit about you here." And he jumped on with J. Cole and talked shit about you. That you gonna keep letting that slide. People gonna stop thinking you real into getting. And then he was like, "All right, I guess I'll jump on."
And in Drake's push-up song, he has a verse. A line. He says, "I be with some bodyguards like Whitney." Whitney's apparently Kendrick Lamar's ex, and the rumor is that she fucked his bodyguard.
Kendrick's bodyguard.
Yeah. So Drake is like the master of subliminals, bro. You have to like literally go back and listen to all of his songs and review the lyrics and dissect them to the point where you're like starting to piece stuff together, because he says so much shit. It'll go over your head if you don't listen to it twice, because you don't know. Like he's using like specific instances, names of people's like relatives and girlfriends,
Which is
and shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because to us, it's just a name that we think he made up.
Going right over your
And that
fucking-
person's like, he talking about me directly?
Yeah,
That's
it's
kind of crazy.
Actually, speaking of lyrics, let me pull up some of the stuff that I was looking back over, and
And which you gonna play some lyrics from which one?
no, I'm not gonna play it. I don't want to get copyright strikes. So on the song "What Would Pluto Do," that was from Scary Hours, I believe. Drake says, "But I heard you fucking with a that I know. What would Pluto do? He'd that hoe, so I did it." Pluto is another name that Future goes by.
Oh, okay.
Right. So he's basically saying like, "Oh, I heard you bagged the joint, so I went and got her." And then he's also like, in one of his lines, he says, "You know, I'm beefing with much older guys." Like, yo, I don't know who that was for specifically, but I'm curious, and it could be about anybody.
Yeah.
Like
So whoever he talk about, no, he talk about.
Right, exactly. It's like maybe it was Rick Ross, but I don't think their beef had started just yet.
Okay, because I know Rick Ross definitely dropped some shit too.
Yeah.
I don't know how he lines up with all of it, because him and Drake used to make music together.
Yeah.
So what happened now that Rick is like, I'm about to jump on this Drake beef shit?
Bruh. At first, I think Rick Ross just looking for attention.
And he did that shit. I know because social media told me, not because I follow it, but he dropped that fucking diss track an hour after Drake dropped his. Like he had that shit ready to
in
go.
the chamber, yeah.
He was like, you know that shit that we recorded 3 months ago for fucking shits and giggles, release it.
Yo, it's crazy because I think it caught everybody off guard. Like Drake hadn't mentioned Rick Ross by name up to that point. I mean, he did drop his name and no, he didn't drop his name, but he said something about him in push-ups, basically saying like he got a lot of shit going on and he needed to focus on these allegations with Puffy, trying to say like, yo, y'all be partying together, getting in little boy booty holes. So,
and then the fact that Rick responded so quickly means that those allegations,
I don't know if that's what that means, George.
he be like, oh shit, I gotta fucking nip this in the bud.
Wow, that's crazy. But nah. So Rick Ross is apparently mad at Drake because Drake sent French Montana, who's also a rapper, a cease and desist because French Montana was going to release a song and Drake basically wasn't cool with him putting out the song. So
Okay.
he basically did that to stop him from putting it on the album. And so Rick Ross took offense to that for whatever reason. And started calling Drake a white boy and saying he got a nose job, which is to me is fucking crazy. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't even want to go down that hole.
Bro, this shit, you know how like when detectives have the fucking pictures with the wires
Red
and
lines,
shit?
yeah.
I feel like this is the shit that gotta be going on. This motherfucker said this, and now this motherfucker was with this guy who took shots. I'm like,
maybe that's an idea for an edit. Like, as we're talking about these motherfuckers, just start popping the pictures up and drawing lines.
like come
It's
on.
fucking crazy.
All right, so to reiterate real quick, Future and Drake have been beefing for a minute
Yep.
over a chick. Growth. I was gonna say, but
Yeah.
and then Drake had been taking shots at Kendrick for a little while,
Yep.
and then Kendrick finally released the shit with Drake, with Future and Metro.
But also, let's highlight the fact that Kendrick started all this shit with the Control verse, where he was taking shots at everybody, talking
Mhm.
about he was the best rapper alive, and then he
Mhm.
fucking disappeared again like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and that job was a minute ago. I do remember
Yeah,
that.
was a while ago.
But okay, so Metro Boomin. I know all he does is beats, right? So
Right.
why he getting shit on? Just because he made the beats that these motherfuckers hopped on?
Well, he started his shit with Drake first, so Drake kind of took it upon himself to, I guess, put him in his place. Their whole shit, I still don't even understand, and I didn't even waste my time because bro's not a rapper.
Yeah, how you beefing with with a producer? Like,
Yo, do you see on TikTok the new? I don't know what you want to call it, but basically, there's like a person, and they have Metro, shut your whole ass up, and they start dancing. It basically like turned it into like salsa,
Like a trend.
Yeah, and it's hilarious,
Right.
bro. You gotta go search that shit on TikTok if you haven't seen it.
all right, so that's that.
Yeah,
All right, and then Rick Ross did whatever Rick Ross does.
yeah. Which he dropped his diss, and then he had a video also, which people are like, this is the most luxurious diss I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so real quick, J. Cole, I heard, dropped the diss to Kendrick
Yeah.
and then apologized for it.
You know, I'll be honest, like, I don't even know how much I want to talk about J. Cole in this episode because bro fucking disappointed the shit out of me.
with that, like that thing that,
That
like,
was a bitch ass move.
yeah, I don't know how you do that.
You made light skinned niggas look bad with that shit, J. Cole. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Not even gonna hold you.
But it's cool because y'all been on the up and up. Drake been carrying y'all, and then Chris Breezy
Heavy.
dropped some crazy shit that I was like, light skinned Avengers are really coming together, bro. These motherfuckers.
The light skinned Avengers is crazy. Drake, J. Cole, and Chris Brown. Wow, damn. I gotta put myself in the middle. I'm Captain America.
So yeah, we don't need to get into it, but I did know that he dropped an apology, which is fucking crazy to do.
At his own concert.
Nah, that's fucking beta male. that's a bad look.
Bro, Kendrick punched you in the mouth.
You don't do that at the concert. You hype the shit up. You keep going. You drop a new diss track at the concert.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I'm curious to see if he's going to keep this higher ground mentality bullshit now that Kanye's kind of entered the scuffle.
Also, Kanye. The thing about Kanye, I forgot he could rap. this man has been doing every fucking thing else.
That ass.
Man, when he dropped that shit, I was like, oh yeah, he could fucking do this shit. I was like, all right, I fuck with it too.
Yeah. First of all, the beat is crazy because Kanye,
Of course.
he's a master producer. Nobody can take that away from him, regardless of what he says about Jewish people and all the other wild dumbass shit he said over his course of his life. But the man is a genius when it comes to music. Certain occasions, I want to like maybe scratch the last 3 albums he put out. Other than that, yeah, he's good. But
what was that one, John? I'm a sick fuck. I want a quick fuck. You remember that, John?
Yeah, I
That's
remember
fucking
that.
stupid. But all right, go ahead.
and then so he pops out. Nobody mentioned Kanye at all. He's another leech, basically like Rick Ross, trying to attach himself to the problem.
Mhm.
Let me take a step back real quick. Rick Ross did not have to come at Drake about that shit. And you can and let me know if you agree or disagree. If Drake had an issue with French Montana, that's Drake's issue with French Montana. Why the fuck, Rick Ross, do you feel like?
Was he not on that song or anything? Like, was Rick Ross featured on the French Montana, John?
I don't think so.
Because that would be the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, if Rick Ross was on was supposed to be on the French Montana song, let us know in the chat because I'm super curious.
If not, yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
That means that Rick has like not been fucking with Drake for a minute. and been like, you see, that's another snake thing that he does.
White boy.
Yeah. And then he was like, fuck it. Today's the day.
Yo, dead ass. But yeah, no. So Kanye enters the scuffle, right? And he's throwing shots at Drake, talking some, I can't even think of a Drake line, which was an ass bar. Sorry, Kanye. But I thought it was hilarious. And this goes back to my J. Cole point where he says, play a J. Cole song, get the pussy dry.
Yeah.
Wow.
And is that the first time they actually, like, no one had said the word J. Cole, like called him out full forward.
Other than Kendrick. Well, Kendrick didn't even say his name, really.
But Kanye was like, I'm going to say his fucking J. Cole. Don't get it confused. Right. Like, I'm coming at J. Cole.
To Kanye, the J stands for Jewish.
Jesus. That's why he was so angry.
You ain't got the answers, Cole.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Has anybody responded to that yet?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since this episode is being recorded. Okay. I haven't seen any response to him. I think what's best for everybody is to just pretend like he didn't do it. Like, don't even give him the platform to continue.
My man is over there rapping, like beefing with everybody. Like, Kanye's part of this?
I just imagine it like it's a rap battle. They're all inside the club in a circle. And then Kanye's outside driving by just rapping.
Like, no fire ass beat that he made. Everybody stops for 2 seconds, like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And then you just hear it off in the distance.
And then it's like, what the fuck ever, and just goes back to what they were doing. Because like I don't see J. Cole now retracting his that ain't me, I didn't sit right with my spirit bullshit, and now going at Kanye, who's supposedly like an idol to him in the rap game. But you have to.
Wasn't there? I mean, it can't even say that J. Cole is really that above it because he's put people in their place before,
which is weird. Like, it's weird that he would go and apologize.
Is it just because it's Kendrick?
I think that Kendrick's initial diss was more meant for Drake than J. Cole.
Okay, so
but people were gassing J. Cole to like respond, so he probably did it for that reason, and then felt bad, like, yo, I didn't even do it because I wanted to do it. I did it because
peer pressure.
Niggas are saying that he better than me.
But so who is the big three? Because I heard that a lot, and I guess Drake and J. Cole, is that the...
Let Drake tell it. Kendrick ain't in it. Let Drake tell it. Kendrick is not part of it. He said...
No, but Kendrick, is Kendrick the one that said, fuck the big three?
Yeah.
All right, then
who's big me?
That's exactly. Crazy bar there.
Fire.
So who's the big three? In Kendrick's eyes, when he says fuck the big three.
I guess he's including himself with Drake and J. Cole, because J. Cole said...
like, fuck this title. Y'all ain't even a part of it. Like, it's just me.
It's just me.
Okay, I got it. All right, because I was trying to figure it out for real all day. I was like, fuck the big three. I know it's Drake and fucking J. Cole. Who the fuck is the other one?
Yeah, no. They were kind of... J. Cole, I'll say specifically, was like lopping Kendrick into that kind of like upper echelon of artists of him, Drake, J. Cole. And then Kendrick was like, I'm better than you niggas. Mm-hmm. He pulled a Fresh and Fit. We are better than you. And then I think Kendrick's just gonna disappear now, because Drake said some shit. He said, this ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demons up. Man. That was a bar that he basically finished his diss with, basically saying like, bruh, like everything I'm saying, this is light. Mm-hmm. He said it took him an hour to make that diss. He said, I will destroy your career, basically, in so many words. So I don't think Kendrick's gonna respond. This is like a pattern now for him to just come out, cause chaos. He like that badass kid that come to everybody's house, and when he leave, house fucked up, everybody tired.
He's like, it's not my house.
The kids who live there in trouble because he's starting shit. Like, everybody's just like, yeah, he can't come back over here.
Beetlejuice.
Right. Oh yeah, no, but that's how I kind of see it.
Right, and so what's up with Chris Breezy and
Quavo?
Quavo, because that's another one I didn't even know what's happening. Yeah. And Chris Brown killed that motherfucker.
He definitely
bodied him. I was listening to this like, God damn, I didn't know this man could go this hard.
He definitely did. I don't know what was the start of all of it. I know for a minute they had been having problems. I think that one also stems back to a girl because Chris Brown made it a point to say that he was fucking Saweetie while she and Quavo were supposedly dating.
Okay, so that I had heard that line and people were hyping it up because it was like, yo, that like revenge is sweet.
Yeah.
Right. And people was like, yo, people are not going to even understand that. And I was like, because I don't. I read that comment. I was like, I don't know what that means.
But now looking at the other comments.
Yeah, I'm like, like open the replies. And some people was like, what's it mean? But then others, no one was answering it. And I was like, fuck it.
My favorite thing is when people say something that has nothing to do with it. It's like, oh yeah, he's talking about Cheerios.
Yeah, my favorite thing on fucking social media is when somebody asks a question and then somebody responds with, I don't know. It was like, then why the fuck did you comment? Like, if I'm like, yo, what does that sweet revenge line mean? And somebody's like, I have no idea. Why are you commenting that?
I think they just want somebody to talk to.
Like, you could have just kept moving. You did absolutely fucking nothing but piss me off.
And add one more comment to this thread that people have to search through.
So that's my favorite thing. I see that so fucking much.
No, and then also, I see people comment. They'll be like, oh, what's the name of this movie? It'd be like Transformers. And people would be like, Pokemon.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot.
But yeah, so the Chris Brown and Quavo shit is kind of left field. I think everybody's like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to get my name kind of buzzing because it's all we've talked about for the last month is rap beef shit.
Yeah.
So now Chris Brown, I don't think Chris Brown needs that. He's solidified as a legend. But it just seems a little like odd timing that you're gonna drop a fucking rap diss.
I think perfect timing.
Because of all the stuff that's happening.
People are really like infatuated with rap beef now all over again.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and they're like, oh shit, Chris Brown dropped one too? It's like, here we are.
That's kind of corny to me. Because you're considered the new king of pop, basically, like the second coming of Michael Jackson. This shit is beneath you. Fuck Quavo.
I would say it'd be corny if it wasn't good, but he fucking did his thing, so I can't even say the whole thing is corny.
And to make shit worse, Quavo apparently had a concert in Connecticut, and it was like fucking dead, and people are like
they rapping the Chris Brown lyrics to him. Can you imagine they in the crowd, the audience?
There's like 10 of them, and they just singing his shit. Nah, people are saying Chris Brown bought all the tickets to Quavo's concert. So
that'd be fucking
80% of his.
But
tickets.
I mean, wouldn't he still get the money?
Right. So like, but I guess that's from an artist standpoint. Do you really want to go to a show where
there's 5
fucking
people,
17 people, and you got to rap and you hear every word you're saying as opposed to the fucking crowd,
the echo?
You're like, Jesus Christ, acoustics is trash in here.
So I'm eager to see where else this goes and who's the next one to drop some shit. Honestly, I think it'd be hilarious if Kendrick would just kept going. I mean, not Kendrick, Kanye. Kanye just keeps dropping diss tracks.
I think he's going to do something stupid. But the part about it that's kind of weird in that regard is Drake has already basically told you, bro, like, I'll tell the whole world I fucked your wife.
Yeah.
And then have you run around the street butt naked talking about some Hitler wasn't a bad person. Like going into another manic depressive episode. Like Kanye is so unhinged. Like anything you do to set that man off will lead to a full year of just stories about Kanye saying and doing stupid shit. Do we really want to subject ourselves to that? I think
I'm okay with
it.
Yeah,
I think you probably would. I think you probably would.
You know what's crazy though? Like to wrap up the whole John is like we started in January with what's his name? Cat.
Yeah, Williams, right. Yeah.
And it was like we joked that
not you about to give Cat Williams more.
Me and you joked that this is the year of beef. Like this year is gonna be crazy. People gonna be beefing, and it has not disappointed.
He set the tone.
It not disappointed. We have continued. Fucking Taylor Swift released a diss track to Kim Kardashian.
Are you serious?
Yes, in her new album.
Oh, I gotta go hear that.
She was like, I think one of the lines. It was obviously supposed to be like subtle, right? So like the title is like all lowercase letters except for a capital K, capital I, and a capital M. Right? And then she's like talking in the song, whatever. But one of the bars,
Swift?
Yeah, and one of the lines was like, when your daughter comes home singing my song, the only ones that know that we're talking about is me and you. Like something like your daughter gonna be singing my song, and you know
Yeah.
that shong is me shitting on you. I was like, yeah,
Wow.
Taylor.
That's kind of dark. Drake did say she the biggest gangster in the music business.
Everybody that's in any level of like Hollywood says the same shit.
Yeah.
That she's just gotten to her own level that she can just do whatever the fuck she wants.
Didn't she drop 2 albums?
She did. She dropped that, John, and then later that like 2 a.m, she said, "Here's some more."
I know these motherfucking white people was
They're losing it,
shit.
bro.
That's like Kobe Bryant coming back to life. Fuck.
Bro, like she's out here doing anything that she fucking wants. So go shout out to her.
Another weird beef is Kanye and Kai Cenat. Did you see that?
They're beefing? They are beefing. I did see that. I did see that. Did it fucking like
Kai got some pants from Kanye and Kai said they don't fit. So Kanye called him an industry plant.
bro? And then I saw a clip where one of Kanye's managers called Kai Cenat to try to like nip it in the bud or settle it or just say like, yo, like apologize or some shit. And Kai was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not apologizing for shit if I'm not. Fuck Kanye. At this point, I feel like Kai Cenat has a big enough following to hold him down online. And
Kanye started a riot in New York. He's
over
cool.
a PlayStation 5.
he's cool.
Good.
He's chilling. Bro.
Anywhere he goes, he's straight. Yeah.
We miss anything?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered a lot of shit without making it too much like it all started in 1999 when
if we
J.
want to
Cole
talk
was
about
born.
rap beef, we have to talk about the beginning of rap.
See, hip hop is an art, and Kanye is a poet. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't feel like that shit. Nah, but this shit has been interesting. I'm curious to see what happens with Drake and Kanye now. I would love for Drake to just go ahead and say, like, he got a sex tape with Kim Kardashian. I don't want to watch it. I'm just putting it out there. And then, what?
I think we'd all watch it.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad joint. That's a bad joint. Kanye, you can't have your baby mom on the internet, bro. So you gotta slow the fuck down if you watch this video. Which would be nice, actually. If we had Kanye in the comments, that would be crazy.
We made it, bro.
This is the woman cave cliche, if you're gonna use that. But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man.
It's been a while since we just did this.
Yeah.
So
It's just nice.
try some other shit and we'll see how the future of the channel will work. But I think this works the best.
I agree. I like this, actually. It's like our camaraderie, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that.
Damn, you're getting good.
It's called trauma.
We'll catch y'all next week. Same time.